Hello, everybody, and I would like to thank my wonderful subscribers.
Hello, everybody, and today we're going to be reading Chapter 12 of The Last Page on Earth. So let's just get into it right now.
Chapter 12. June looked like some sort of crazy killer Amazon warrior princess. She got a broom handle carved into a spear, and her hair is whipping around like there's a bleed. But there's no bleed. It's just her hair being like whipped. We're here to rescue you. Friend, she doesn't look like she needs rescuing. June, you look awesome. I had a few different ideas about how this rescue might go down. Most of them look something like this. My hero. But none of them look like this. What's happening right now? You need to leave. Now. But we're here to rescue you, I say. I don't need rescuing, June said coolly. Of course you do, I exclaimed. You're trapped here. I knew 'cause I saw your sweatshirt in the window, the red one with the yellow stripes. June looked at me like I'm a creeper. You know what clothes I own? Yes, I do sound like a creeper. I can't pay attention to those things. I guess I'm observant. June frowned. That's a little cute and a little weird, but I don't need help. But you should come with us. We have a whole tree house, it's got crazy gadgets and video games and a toilet bucket and a pretty much the best. Nope. Really. Good here. Jack, she said, my parents are coming to rescue me. All I need to do is wait here. What I don't need is 3 idiot boys running around bringing zombie balls upstairs. Understand? How do you know your parents are coming? I said no, okay? She said, her voice harsh. Look, June, I don't think you understand. You're probably in shock. See, I am pretty awesome. I'm like a post-apocalyptic James Bond. I mean, I got a license to kill monsters. June looked at me like she didn't feed me to the zombies herself. No, for real. I do, see? I say, handing June a piece of paper. She takes the piece of paper. I get suspiciously, then looks up and says, Jack, there's a torn up piece of a dining menu that you wrote license to kill monsters on. Okay, that's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I'm gonna say that better. Jack. No, it's more like Jack. There's a torn up piece of a dining menu that you wrote license to kill monsters on. I crossed my arms, leaned against a locker, and smiled at the boss. Yeah, shit, right? You should feel honored that I'm here to rescue you. June is yes, then impressed. You spelled license wrong. I shrugged. Spelling doesn't matter when it comes to killing monsters. Yeah, but killing does matter. And you spelled kill wrong too. You used 3 extra L's. That's on purpose. The extra L is for extra monster killing. I'm sorry, Jack. You spelled kill with 3 L's? How do you make that mistake? It's an easy word. It's kill. It's a 4-letter word. Jack, I don't need rescuing. Whoa. Dirk, Clint, and I exchanged freaked out glances. Angry bears are more terrifying than any beast. After a moment, June catches her breath. Look, Jack, guys, thank you for coming. Glad to know other people are alive. But I don't need rescuing. And really, I'd like you to leave. Please. I take a step back. I don't understand. I've come this far. I've searched high and low for June. And now that I finally rescued her, she had no interest in being rescued? Nope, doesn't jive. I need a new tactic. I need to buy some time to convince her of my awesomeness. Can we at least stay here till morning? I asked. You know, since we just busted our butts to get here. June glares at me. After a moment, she shakes her broom-handled spear with frustration and says, "Fine." Great, I say. So, how about a tour? And with that, we begin a doing dangerous stuff in the school montage. When we're done, I collapse on the floor, wipe the sweat from my eye, and pull out my sheets of apocalyptic success. I just completed a few big ones, so I start checking them off. Suddenly, June's standing over me. "Give me that," she says, yanking the paper from my hands. She reads it out loud. "Punch a zombie in the nose. 10 points. Tie a balloon to a dozer. 50 points. Hit a dozer in the butt with a paintball. 50 points. Swing from a vine like Indiana Jones. 80 points. Evade principal zombie. 100 points. Wait, what? 100 points? For what? All you did was like evade a principal who became a zombie. Why are you giving yourself 100 points for that? The point system is based off nothing. Punch a zombie in the nose is 10 points. That makes sense, I guess, although that's actually really dangerous because like a nose is right next to the mouth, which is where you can bite somebody from. So that's pretty dangerous, Jack. And then tie a balloon to a dozer is 50 points. 50 points. That makes sense. And then we have another thing. Hit a dozer in the butt with a paintball, 50 points. That makes sense too. You know, they both involve dozers. Why you swing from a vine like Indiana Jones, 80 points? Unless you're talking about the vine thingies from in this page. Why am I doing the analysis right now? I could do it after. Okay. She lowers the paper. "You did all this stuff?" "Yep," I say, grinning. That vine one was tough. Harrison Ford made it look so easy, but really, you have to get a good grip and make sure it's not like a weak vine, and make sure the water's deep enough, and if there are like bees anywhere, then there's no way to stop. Wait, are you actually having fun during the end of the world? I mean, look, it's terrible, I say, all serious now. I'm not gonna give up. Some days are way scary, yeah, and sometimes things are pretty sleeping sad, but I'm trying really, really hard to keep on living and enjoying every moment with friends. June looks down the paper. "Damsel in distress," she reads. "What's that one?" "Uh-oh. Busted." "Well, see, that's the big one. That's rescuing you." June half smiles, leans against the altar, and slides down until she plops on her butt. She's staring off down the hall watching Clint chase Dirt with a mop and bucket. Dirt is laughing at that goofy, high-pitched squeal he had. Got you, you're it. She looked back at me. You guys are a little nuts, you know that. I grinned. Being a little nut is a good thing, I think. June shifts uncomfortably, like she's thinking about something real hard. I think that's it. She's going to see the light. She's going to realize, like I realized, that life during the monster apocalypse is a whole blitz load better with buddies. Then she looked back at me. We locked eyes. Just like we locked eyes months ago in the parking lot when the whale began to collapse, and she said, "It's late. You guys should take some sleep. You guys are leaving first thing in the morning." I wound up Dirt and Clint, who were, no joke, in the middle of a tittle fight. June had built a home base in our old homeroom by clearing away most of the desks and dragging in the couch from the teacher's lounge. Clint, Dirt, and I head out into the hall to raid lockers and grab our jackets and backpacks so we can make little makeshift beds. When we're out of earshot, Dirt whispers, "So, what's the deal? The deal is coming tomorrow?" "I'm still working on it," I say. "We leave tomorrow morning, Jack, no matter what," Clint says. "We can't leave Rover." I know, I say. "I'm on it, okay? I'm on it. Jack is on the case. Gonna be all handled." Then we all climb into our beds. I toss and turn, mind racing. I'm wide awake. Zero sleep happening. Also, not super helpful that Dirt snores like a grizzly bear suffering from a serious head cold. How do I get June to see the light? I hear something then. Not snoring. Something else. Footsteps. Oh no. During our awesome action to-do montage, did I mess up? Did I leave a door unlocked? There's zombies shuffling around the room right now, about to rip into our throats and dine on our delicious neck flesh. Wait, why would they eat your neck first? Like vampires. Zombies usually just bite arms, or like arms. What else do zombies bite? They bite feet and arms. Some of them bite on the neck if they have to. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they'll grab whatever they see first. Chapter 13. Okay, now I have to figure out how yawn this one is. Oh, that's so yawn. Okay, I think I have to stop it here. But chapter 17. And I will stay tuned for the review at the end.
Hello everybody, and we have just read chapter 12 of the Yacht on Earth. So yeah, it was a pretty good chapter. This one did have a lot more dialogue than the other one, which, I think I kind of nailed that. And here, we can see Jack coming to terms. No, wait, he actually doesn't come to terms with it. But, I mean, he kinda has to, right? Like, also, I like how he just expected her to be like, a sweet little, puppy? I don't know, he expected her to be, incredibly grateful. Which I guess. But it's weird since his only real impression of her before is this. Like this kind of person. But she's just expects her to be oh, Jack Sullivan. Even though Chat knows that she kinda didn't like him in the normal world. But here's the thing. She says that it's a little cute how he observed what she wore. Most people would say that like really sleepy, but she told it a little cute and a little weird. So, yeah. Another thing, Chat somehow spelled tail with 3 L's. What do you think the extra L was? Well, according to him, the extra L is for extra monster killing. And we do see that June has a bit of a temper with this line reading of, Chat, I don't need rescuing. And I get that. They've been talking and he still hasn't listened. So, yeah. Oh, and then this really good part on chapter 161, where Chat is confused. He doesn't understand. He looked for June and wanted to rescue her, and when he's here, she doesn't want that, and he can't, it doesn't connect to him. So he tried to convince her of his awesomeness, because he wants her to be a part of his little group he's made up until this point. He even says himself that the idea, it doesn't jive within his head. He can't really imagine something like that. I'm gonna write that word down. I might use that for as a word of the day. That's actually pretty good. Jive. What letter is it? J-I-B-E. Jive. Then put a word of the day. So, yeah. Pretty good. This one actually ends on a bit of a cliffhanger. I think it ends on the biggest cliffhanger we've gotten in this book. Because it ends with Jack hearing some footsteps. And he's wondering if something's coming. And of course, they leave it on a cliffhanger. We don't know until we flip this page. So, yeah. I guess we will have to see what he encounters next time. Bye!